who was not at morning skate earlier today, battling an illness, but he is out there on the top pair with Evan Bouchard. There is no Adam Henrique.
Finding his groove a little bit, and Edmonton's completely revamped their goaltending.
There's a shot from the point from one of the Oiler newcomers, Connor Murphy, who came over earlier this week in a trade with Chicago. Kasperi Kapanen in behind, tried to sidestep. Jason Dickinson, a fellow newcomer, got it back to the line. Wallman filtered it toward the net. And Kasperi Kapanen chased it down in the corner, dropping it off for Matt Savoy. That rings iron from Kapanen.
This is a nifty little play by Matt Savoy. He picks it up right here, right on his backhand. He's got Kapanen in the slot, who rips a BB right off the post.
Out high for Marner, fluttered a pass that is intercepted by Kasperi Kapanen on the rush with Dickinson. Dickinson, save made by Hill.
Mitch Marner tries to one-touch this pass at the top of the zone, at the top of your screen here. It flubs on him, and Edmonton gets going on a 2-on-1. It's Kapanen and Dickinson, who just came over in the trade from Chicago. And this comes the entire length of the ice. Right there, the one-touch hops on Marner, and that's what causes the transition for Edmonton. Nice little pass by Kapanen.
Twice for Edmonton early. First Kapanen, and now Bouchard. Here's Evan Bouchard, centers. Hyman denied by Hill.
And he's had to be. Draisaitl zips it all the way across to Hyman, who drops it in the slot to Bouchard right off the shoulder of Hill, who fights it off. And back to Draisaitl. And Hyman finds himself alone in the slot, and Hill just gets a blocker on it and deflects it high.
Theodore for Eichel. Vegas touches up. Eichel drifts in. Eichel shoots. Rebound, pop free in the direction of Barbashev. Kept in at the line by Jeremy Lauzon. Anderson looking backdoor, ricocheted off the skates of Marner.
That just missed.
Dorofeev gets it back. Shoots, and a save made by Ingram, who comes up with a big stop of his own for Edmonton.
Below the mask. And here's the seam. I think that would have counted. Theodore holds his gap, forces the dump, starts the breakout.
Here's Eichel, got it from Barbashev, looking for Bowman backdoor. Puck in his skates, he didn't know it. Kapanen to the line. Woolman a drive, got swallowed up by Marner with the block, and then Marner picks it. Marner on the move, shoots, kicked out by Ingram.
We got great action at both ends of the ice. The low to high here, and Marner, I thought he clipped Wallman there, but he didn't, and he gets a great chance in alone.
Pressed to the boards by Lauzon. Back to the right point. Bouchard trying to deke away from Saad. Bouchard centers off a redirect. Puck still loose. Set back in front. Hill kept it out. They score. Edmonton strikes first on a scramble net front with Aiden Hill trying to stack the pads. Connects for the Oilers.
Well, who else but from the defensive blue line, Evan Bouchard, leading all defensemen in the NHL in points. He throws it to the net, and he follows his chance, and he throws it right to the front for Trent Frederick. Hill was down on his keister. I don't know how he got tripped up. We'll get a great look at it right here. Looks like he just gets tangled up with Anderson. This goal should stand, and Trent Frederick's the beneficiary, and that feels good for him. It's been a little bit of a rough go for Frederick this year in Edmonton since signing that big 8-year ticket.
Played it off for Keegan Colasar toward the net. Score! Off a tip. Vegas has tied it.
They don't always have to be pretty, and it kind of goes back to the drawing board like Edmonton did. You put the puck to the net, and you get rewarded. Colasar throws it there. I'm not sure if Hertl gets a stick on it, but Colasar puts it there. And that just goes straight off Ingram. That can't go in. That can't go in. Ingram sees that the whole way. It goes off his stick. I don't think there was a moving screen. Oh, looks like we're having a challenge here. Kelly Sutherland.
Scoring of the goal.
Challenging for offsides here. Look close from my angle. The big question is, when Colasar's foot is in the air, does it still hover over the line?
After
Looks like
coach's
it's
challenge,
coming back.
the play was offside at 13:28. Therefore, we have no goal.
Eichel scanning. Eichel. Everything on the perimeter here from Vegas. Bowman wins one. Dorofeev, a shot. Glove save, Ingram. Best chance belonged to Hertl on that Vegas power play. Now 0 for 2. Couple good kills for the Oilers. Still ahead by 1. Puck flipped to the line. Noah Hannafin just over the boards. Hannafin on the back pedal, looking for a lane. A wrister! Score! Barbashev on the tip. We're tied.
Of the Vegas defense. And it's Noah Hannafin on this one. He comes off the bench on the change, and he walks all the way across the line. Waits. Traffic develops in front of Ingram. Ingram never sees this puck. Had a great angle of his vision that was screened in front, and the deflection right off Darnell Nurse. That goal will go to Noah Hannafin. But that's the dynamicness that he can provide from the point. That's his first goal.
Szymanski tried to play it around. Instead, Theodore stepped in the way. Outlet for Dorofeev. He pulls up. Barbashev lifts it high.
Vegas gets a glorious chance here. It all starts on this breakup. Dorofeev delays and finds Barbashev, and Ingram with another great save. I think he catches a piece of it with his blocker, but the delay from Dorofeev, who finds Barbashev. Yep, Ingram just gets a piece.
Shea Theodore, sidestep along the line on Kasperi Kapanen. Spun around, pass intended for Marner. Outlet up ahead. Kapanen stopped by Hill.
And body, and then right here, there's a little shimmy shake by Theodore. He throws it to the middle. Savoy springs Kapanen. Kapanen's going to want this one back. He puts it right.
Was on the bench as an assistant coach, and then after the season, he had stepped in as a special advisor. Podkolzin in a foot race. Podkolzin scores! Edmonton takes the lead early in the third.
Podkolzin gets shot out of a cannon right off the D-zone draw. You don't see a 180-foot breakaway very often, but Podkolzin creates that. I'm not sure if Roslovic touches it right before it goes over the goal line, but Podkolzin was going at the speed of light. I think that might be Roslovic's, but that's all Podkolzin.
Connor McDavid pulls up. He fed it across. It bounces away from Evan Bouchard. Anderson flubs the pass with a busted stick. Bouchard moves in. Draisaitl for McDavid, and a good job by Ivan Barbashev. Eichel couldn't get past the stray stick. Draisaitl scores! It's a 2-goal Oilers lead.
Well, Draisaitl just shoots the puck when he knows he's going to score. Hadn't had a shot all night, hadn't had a shot in 2 games until now. Bouchard right up here, and the puck just kind of hangs up by Barbashev, and the puck hits the broken stick on Eichel, which falls right on McDavid's stick, and Draisaitl hangs out right down at the goal line here, and he's got that great backhand. And Hill goes for the poke check, which opens up the 5-hole. And we got a 2-goal cushion for Edmonton here in Las Vegas with 8:07 to go in the third.
Puck hopped off his stick. He centered, looking for Nugent Hopkins. Broke it up. And Vegas out to center. Eichel pressured by Draisaitl. Cut off in the corner. Was looking to center for Marner. And Bouchard gave it away. Eichel scores! It's a 1-goal game.
Edmonton is in complete control of this hockey game. 3-1 lead, and they're on the power play. And Evan Bouchard, careless with the puck up the middle to Eichel. You can't put the puck there this time of the game, especially when you're up 2 on the power play. Eat it, live to fight another day. You can't put the puck up the middle of the ice, and it goes right on the best player of the Vegas Golden Knights stick. And now we got a hockey game in Las Vegas as Eichel draws Vegas.
The 6 for Bruce Cassidy. Eichel a shot. Sends it near side, gets to it in the corner. He gets bumped by Evan Bouchard. Ekholm tried to swat it around. Now sped to along the boards. McDavid banks it out. Theodore steps in. McDavid, Kapanen, score! Connor McDavid sets it up, and the lead's back to 2 for the Oilers.
Well, speed kills, and that's what McDavid does to you. Marner has a decision to make. He steps up. You got to get the puck or the man there. He gets neither. And McDavid with a perfect play right to Kapanen, who charges there. But as good as McDavid's been on the offensive side of the puck, he's been just as good defensively.
This one gets lobbed ahead in the final few seconds. And Edmonton with a penalty pending right at the end of the third.